So this week, well, and for the rest of May, actually, we're going to be looking at Proverbs 31 and talking about digging into that Proverbs 31 woman that everybody wants to be, right? So I thought we would take the rest of the month and go through a verse a day and look at this. So it's really interesting, and I have gathered so much just from the study time, and I know even that when we begin to talk about it, more comes out. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to read from several translations most days. So there'll be the Passion Translation, the Message Translation. Oh, and anyway, whatever I use, I'll tell you. But we're starting today in Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. And it says, "A capable, intelligent, and virtuous woman, who is he who can find her? She is far more precious than jewels, and her value is far above rubies." That's the Amplified. Of course, the King James that we know is "who can find a virtuous woman." And so virtuous here, meaning capable, intelligent. This is really interesting. It was one of my favorite things that I pulled out, and it is what I'm using to view the rest of the chapter with. The Passion Translation says, "Who could ever find a wife like this one? She is a mighty woman of strength and mighty valor." I love that. Of course, our school for the boys is Valor Academy. And when we got pregnant with Nathan, I thought, if it's a girl, what are we going to do? Valor describes men. Valor is not a female term. Typically, it's really not. So when I read this, that the Passion Translation uses the word valor to describe this mighty woman, this wife, I was like, yes, because I can be a woman of valor. You can, but it's mighty valor and strength. So this is an interesting note. Well, valor, is Hebrew, right? Because we're in the Old Testament, and the original language of the Old Testament was Hebrew. And one of my lexicons actually said that the word for valor, the Hebrew word for valor, can't be contained in one English equivalent word. So for those of you that have been with me for a while, it's kind of like Hesed. And that is not, it's not just love, but it's so much deeper and richer than that. Well, that's how the word that is translated here, valor, this Hebrew word, can't be contained in one English word. And so it's the word translated virtuous. We have listened to all of these things that encompass this word, which is describing this woman from Proverbs 31. Strength, power, might, especially warlike might, valor, ability, virtue, uprightness, integrity, excellence, morally righteous, full of substance, integrity, abilities, and strength. That is a lot, right? And that is all encompassed in this woman, in what they translate valor here, or virtuous woman in the King James. Capable, intelligent, and virtuous in the Amplified. And so we're going to be digging into this over the next, few weeks, is what this woman looks like. So several verses that go along with this Proverbs 31:10. It says, it's Proverbs 12:4. It's a virtuous and worthy wife, earnest and strong in character, is a crowning jewel to her husband. Proverbs 18:22. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. In Proverbs 19:14. House and riches are the inheritance from fathers, but a wise, understanding, and prudent wife is from the Lord. And we can see that he absolutely forms us and makes us and molds us into that wife, that an understanding and prudent wife, that he has this he sees us as he's created us to be. And along the journey, he molds us and makes us and shapes us into this mighty woman, who is more precious than jewels, and our value far above rubies or pearls. And we'll dig into verse 11 tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye, y'all.